The latest headlines in the Ivy League, covered through exclusive interviews right now. From campus to campus, go around the Ancient Eight with Brian Seltzer, Thursdays on the Ivy League Digital Network. Football.
This week's installment of Around the Ancient Eight first takes us to New Haven, Connecticut, and longtime Yale football radio play-by-play man is Ron Vaccaro. Yale coming off a really impressive 54-43 victory in its season opener versus Lehigh last Saturday. Ron, over 1,200 total offensive yards, nearly 100 points put up. Just how much fun was it to call a game like that?
It was a lot of fun. You know, you said it, nearly 100 points. This is the 100th anniversary season of the Yale Bowl, and never in those 100 years had 100 points been scored. And I'll say that we were within inches and sportsmanship of crossing that 100-point barrier on Saturday.
Ron, you mentioned the 100th anniversary season of the Yale Bowl this Saturday, 105. So cool that an FBS team and a longtime Yale rival, Army, is going to be at the Bowl nationally televised game at 105. You'll have the call on the Yale Sports Network. Just kind of set the scene as a Yale alum, a guy that's been associated with the program, about what to expect and the energy surrounding the program going into this game.
The one big unknown from all of us is how many people are going to actually show up. Obviously, the Bowl seats in excess of 60,000. And it's had a very good record recently of getting more than 50,000 for the Harvard game each year, and then other games as they've mattered. And there's been a lot of build-up, a lot of anticipation for this Army game. There's going to be a lot of cool things. There's going to be a concert on Friday night with bands from Army and Yale playing patriotic songs and fight songs from both schools. I hear there's something like 23 buses coming down from Army filled with cadets. They're going to parachute in the game ball. A helicopter is going to land. General McChrystal, who's teaching at Yale, who obviously has a connection to Army, pretty strong one, is going to speak at some point. So on the heels of what happened on Saturday in the game when Yale put up 54 points, I think there's a lot of reason to be excited about what could happen on the football field between these two schools. You know, Army's into this. The fact that this is not just a Yale thing. Army is making a commitment to try and make this a special day, including having cadets march from downtown to the Bowl. I just think it's really going to be a unique setting.
Yale leads the all-time series 21-16. There have been 8 ties, first time since 1988 that Army will be at the Yale Bowl. Ron, have a great time.
Thanks, guys.
Field hockey.
Up to New England. Bill Spalding calls games for Harvard field hockey on the Ivy League Digital Network. Bill, what's been responsible for Harvard's great start this season?
Well, I think it would be easy to point to the offense where there are 8 different players who've scored, but really I think you have to focus so far on how strong the defense has been. The back line has been really hard to penetrate through the first 5 games. Opponents only have 20 total shots on goal through those 5 games. So Harvard goalie Izzy Davies barely had to break a sweat at this point in the season. It's a really strong midfield and back on defense that make it tough to penetrate. They don't allow many passes to get inside. And the midfielders are so quick going in transition both on offense and defense that they recover really well defensively to take away opponents' transition chances.
Harvard, very impressive stuff so far. 8-9 a year ago, 2-5 in Ivy League play. Can match that Ivy League win total this Saturday down at Penn. Bill Spalding from Harvard, thanks so much.
Thanks a lot.
Soccer.
Over to Columbia University. Sal Rosamilia announces games for the Sideline Pass Network covering Columbia men's and women's soccer. Former All-American goalkeeper for the Light Blue. Sal, 2 really close games for Columbia women's soccer to start the season, but now a 5-game unbeaten streak. What type of momentum has Columbia built up over this stretch?
Well, it's been tremendous, really, and it starts with some of their younger players. The freshmen have really contributed, so as the season's gone on, they've really started to figure out what their role is within the team, and some of the upperclassmen are starting to round into shape, starting to score goals. And first-year head coach Tracy Bartholomew has done a wonderful job really trying to figure out where the talent fits, how it fits all together. And I think they should be really excited heading into the first Ivy League game on Friday.
That's Friday against Cornell at home at Rocco B. Comiso Soccer Stadium. That being said, just how critical is it for the Lions to take advantage of this Ivy League opener on its home turf?
Well, they're undefeated so far at home, 2-0-2, so that's always good to try to defend your home turf. Getting that first win, play so few games in the league, as you know, getting that first win under your belt at home will continue that unbeaten streak that they're on right now.
You can hear that type of insight from Sal Rosamilia of sideline pass, a former Columbia soccer and baseball player. Sal, appreciate the perspective.
My pleasure.
And that does it for this edition of Around the Ancient Eight. Talk to you next Thursday right here on the Ivy League Digital Network.
This has been Around the Ancient Eight, highlighting headlines from the Ivy League. Check out new episodes premiering Thursdays on the Ivy League Digital Network.